Right now at 5, new details surrounding a 5-year-old boy's body that was found in a suitcase in southern Indiana. Indiana State Police releasing important new information about the case today. Thank you for watching Wave News at 5. I'm John Bowl. Myra Ansari is off tonight. The boy, now identified as 5-year-old Cairo Jordan from Atlanta, was found in a suitcase in Washington County, Indiana in April. State police say they have arrested a woman in connection to his death, but they're still trying to capture the boy's mother to charge her with murder. We have team coverage tonight. Wave News troubleshooter Natalia Martinez has been digging into the background of the mother, who hasn't been arrested yet. Wave News reporter David Ochoa has reaction from the community that fought to get justice for the boy. But we start with Wave News reporter Sean Bowdy live in Sellersburg, and was there when state police revealed the breaking details in the case. So, Sean, how did police get to this point?
Well, John, let's start from the beginning. Back in April, police said there were almost no leads, no family, no witnesses back in that secluded area of Washington County. But they were able to find more evidence and able to build a case, and now 2 arrest warrants have been issued. But Indiana State Police said they've used every resource they could to get their hand on something. DNA matching, facial recognition, all used in the investigation with help from federal partners. They also found fingerprints on items inside the suitcase. It all led them to those 2 people. Dejon Anderson, who we now know is Cairo Jordan's mother, she's charged with murder. Still hasn't been found by police. The other person, Don Coleman, is charged with neglect of a dependent, resulting in death. That's a level 1 felony here in Indiana. She was arrested in San Francisco. Police say they won't be satisfied until a killer is brought in.
This whole case is all about justice for Cairo. That's the only thing this case has ever been about. So I know there's been lots of questions, and why don't we do this and why don't we do that? The investigators have a lot of information, and they all have their reasons, but the main reason is the integrity of this case, and so that justice is served.
And one more time, here's a picture of Anderson from her Georgia driver's license. Take a look there. Police want your help one more time in this case. And another thing, John, to keep an eye on in this case is the Facebook messages between those 2 women, calling Cairo Jordan demonic and referencing also healing and killing that needs to be done. And John, I know this is something that Natalia Martinez has been following closely as well today.
Yes, Sean. So our team coverage continues.
We do have new developments to just a disturbing story that we first brought you back in April about the body of a child found in a suitcase in rural Indiana. Today, state police revealed new information to us about this little boy who might be responsible, for his death. WLWT Newsline's anchor Mike Dart is here now to break down the new details. Hi, Mike.
Cherie, Indiana police have been investigating this case now for months, as you mentioned, and today releasing new findings, including the identity of that young boy and the 2 suspects. The child identified by police today as 5-year-old Cairo Amar Jordan. Arrest warrants issued for his mother, Dejon Anderson of Atlanta, Georgia, and another woman, Don Coleman of Shreveport, Louisiana. The relationship between the 2 women right now unclear, but Coleman was arrested in San Francisco a week ago today. Officials still searching for that child's mother, and police are asking now for the public's help trying to find her. Last known to be in the Los Angeles area, but has previously traveled to Houston, Las Vegas, San Diego, and San Francisco since the start of this investigation. She has been charged with murder.
We desperately want the public's help in finding her and bringing her to justice. This whole case is all about justice for Cairo. That's the only thing this case has ever been about. He was 5 years old at the time of his death, and Cairo would have turned 6 this past Monday on October 24th.
And this child never reported missing. An autopsy found no physical injuries to the child or drugs in the system. Cause of death listed as an electrolyte imbalance that can be the result of dehydration and neglect. 2 months after the death, Cairo was buried thanks to donations from the community. Mike Dardis, WLWT News 5.
All right, Mike, thanks for the update there.
But we're very thankful for the information that we do have, and we can step forward. You know, we've wanted from the get-go to say we've identified this child.
Tonight at 6, we have finally learned the identity of the young boy who was found dead inside of a suitcase in Washington County. Police today announcing an arrest and told us who they are still looking for. Thanks for inviting us in at 6. I'm Scott Swan.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. Anne Marie has the night off. Right now, police are looking for this woman here. 37-year-old Dejon Anderson of Atlanta. She's believed to be responsible for killing her 5-year-old son, Cairo Jordan. Indiana State Police gave a major update to the case 7 hours ago. Rich Nye is in southern Indiana with what we finally know about this little boy.
This is Cairo Jordan from Atlanta, Georgia. He would have turned 6 years old this week. Today on Facebook, his father, Vincent Jordan, shared photos of Cairo, but said he has not seen his son since 2017. Vincent says Cairo's mother took him away in a custody battle. This morning, Indiana State Police identified Cairo as the boy found in the Las Vegas suitcase in the woods in eastern Washington County, April 16th. Police say fingerprints on trash bags in the suitcase match Cairo's mother, 37-year-old DeJuan Anderson, and 40-year-old Dawn Coleman. Data from both women's cell phones put them in the Pekin area April 14th, 2 days before Cairo's body was found. This morning, Indiana State Police announced Coleman was arrested a week ago in San Francisco, but they are still searching for the mother.
We desperately want the public's help in finding her and bringing her to justice. This whole case is all about justice for Cairo. That's the only thing this case has ever been about.
Court records document several social media posts by Anderson that indicate she believed her 5-year-old son was demon-possessed, and why investigators believe she's responsible for Cairo Jordan's death. 5 days before the body was discovered, Anderson posted, "I have survived the death attacks from my 5-year-old throughout the 5 years he has been alive. I've been able to weaken his powers through our blood."
Well, tonight we have team coverage on the identification of 5-year-old Cairo. ISP saying today police in at least 2 states arrested Anderson leading up to the boy being found in southern Indiana.
Tonight at 6, our John Duran has been digging into court documents and arrest records, and he's also looking at the days leading up to this little boy being discovered in southern Indiana. John?
Yes, Scott, only about 2 weeks before 5-year-old Cairo Jordan's body was discovered, police say his mother, Anderson, was arrested for shoplifting at a Louisville mall and punching a member of mall security in the face. Earlier that month, March 12th, Anderson was arrested in South Carolina for speeding, failure to stop for police, and child endangerment. Police say she was driving 92 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone, and Anderson didn't stop when troopers tried to pull her over. She led police on a 30-mile chase until her car ran out of gas. In the car with her was her 5-year-old son and 40-year-old Dawn Coleman, also in the vehicle, who Anderson said was her sister. Police searched Coleman's social media accounts and in court documents highlighted several of her posts, including this one that reads, "Don't let the avatars fool you. There's a face under it you need to see. Some have souls, some don't. Evil and wicked is hiding in plain sight, must keep rising." Police also noted that the suitcase the boy's body was found in is seen in many of Coleman's social media posts. These are from November. Now, police are still searching for the mother, Anderson. They say she has ties to San Francisco, San Diego, Las Vegas, and Houston.
Such a sad story.
Very sad,
Yeah.
and we're kind of piecing everything together today.
Right.
Cairo Jordan, the previously unidentified little boy left dead in a suitcase in southern Indiana. One video we've obtained shows his mother wanted for murder inside Oxmoor Center, throwing a punch at a security guard. WHS 11 team's Tom Lally has been piecing together the mystery for months. He has the story you'll only see on WHS 11 tonight. Tom?
Yeah, Doug, as you mentioned, there are 2 big things we can share tonight. And I want to start with the only known recording of DeJuan Anderson when she was in Louisville. That's Cairo Jordan's mother, who's now charged for his death and still at large. What happens in this video led to DeJuan Anderson's arrest. You can see security at Oxmoor Center pull her aside, suspecting her of shoplifting. Then, watch closely, she punches the guard square in the face. This happened on March 31st. She was booked at LMDC and this mugshot was taken that day. Then, she was released from jail on April 11th. Cairo's body found 5 days later.
We want justice for Cairo.
DeJuan is still on the run, but so far, police have made one arrest.
And I'm doing manifestation alignments for $100.
A self-described healer, Dawn Coleman, went live on Instagram or Facebook daily, where people paid for readings or asked her to speak with their ancestors. And in the background of this video, you can see the Las Vegas-style suitcase that ISP has pointed to for months.
We're hoping that will jog somebody's memory to say, hey, I've seen that suitcase before.
It was the only clue we had for 6 months. And all along, it was sitting in the back of this Instagram Live, filmed in January. Police even reference it in their affidavit filed last week. And while Coleman is in custody tonight, the woman in this video, Cairo Jordan's mother, remains at large. And we've said it before, but again, Doug, if anyone out there sees Dejon Anderson, they're encouraged to call 911.
Well, what else is there to learn on this case, Tom? I know a lot of documents filed and a lot of information there.
Yeah, I'm still filing Freedom of Information Act requests, and the main thing that I'm looking for right now is the timeline after Cairo's body was found. We're trying to confirm and pin down some details, where she might have appeared, and even some possible court appearances. We'll share all those details once we have them here on the Night Team.
All right, thank you very much, Tom.